everyone, and welcome to Journey to the Farlands, episode 123. We are here in the main menu, as always, with our 1, 2, 3. We're not going to ever reach this episode title, but at least we have reached 123. That was very coincidental, actually. I didn't think it would appear, but that's quite cool. Quite a cool coincidence, at any means, or by any means. By all means. Okay, 34 gigabytes now for world size. That's getting pretty sizable. But let us begin this journey once more, or continue it once more for the 117th time. So the big ticket item of the day, of course, is lag free. Hopefully. big kind of, hopefully knock on wood there, or not knock on wood, but like, hopefully, let's just hope. You guys let me know, you guys watching the episode, let me know if the stream is laggy still. It should be okay. I'm not seeing any dropped frames anymore. One thing I noticed for like the however many months I've been streaming, that my OBS hasn't been configured. I think when I was using Twitch Studio it was okay, but when I switched to OBS it got really bad. I don't know if Twitch Studio was as bad. Maybe. I know there's definitely some lag there too. So I think I might have it fixed. I'm not seeing any issues. So bravo to me then. I just had to tweak some internet configuration stuff with the computer. I haven't Ethernet plugged it, but the internet should be good enough that I did tweak the volume as well, but I don't know. I'll see how it is, because the game was a bit overpowering when I did my earlier stream. So hopefully everything's a little bit better. The game should be a bit quieter so you can hear my voice. But yeah, like I said, just let me know. It's only 2.5 minutes, and I'm sure a good few percent of you guys are still here. Let me know. Feel free to comment if there's any lag or if the audio is good. Great, because I don't really have people here to make that sure. So I do appreciate it, much appreciated, the tips. And even if you have tips for anything else, let me know. Suggestions. Speaking of suggestions, I started a new playlist. It's not a new series, technically a new series, but I'm not putting a schedule on it. And it's very loose fitting because it's called Video Game Spotlights, and I'm basically just gonna play random games every once in a while when I feel like it, and whenever you guys suggest. If I have the game, and I think it'd be good to stream for the channel, then I will do it. Just at like the nearest convenience for me. And it kind of gives me the excuse to play some games I would probably not stream. Any Minecraft, but. But anyhow, yeah, it should be exciting. I started with Minecraft Legends since that's pretty similar to Minecraft, but it's not going to stop me from doing completely more alien games. I mean, I'll probably do like Terraria as well. So maybe I'll do some closer games. And I can stream a little bits and pieces. Maybe even just like pick up on the stuff I do. Like just show some of my stuff off. Like Minecraft Legends, I did have another save, but I did it with Ashton, so I'm just saving it for when I play with him. And another thing, yeah, I guess for like other games like Universe, I might just go into my most recent save. And for like Terraria, like I don't have to start a new game. Like I could just show it off, and if you guys like it, I could do a series from scratch, sort of deal. Although Minecraft Legends is kind of set up, so it could become a series, but I'm also hoping, I kind of want to just play it on my own. I might just do a new save as well for that. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I don't really know. I wasn't really counting on it becoming a series, but if it does, if you guys really like it, I won't hesitate, because it's a fun game from what I've played. The few hours I've played, like the 2 hours of gameplay I've gotten out of it, 2.5. But my hope is, at least like TLDR, beyond all that, I hope that this stream is good and future streaming is okay now. Thanks to Devin's help. He kind of came in on, or he kind of walked in or joined the live stream when I was doing Minecraft Legends, and he gave me some help, or just kind of generally told me some general things like the lag problem and the audio problem, which I think I've decently fixed both of them. So you guys let me know if I'm too loud compared to the game, if I should turn the game up, if I should turn my volume down, you know, all that stuff. But anyway, I guess I should get on to some more Farlandsy discussion. Wow, that's a new one. That's a new one, for sure. I don't think I've ever said that in my 8 months of Journey to the Farlands. Farlandsy. I know Farlandsing, which is Devin's term for when I'm walking to the Farlands. He's like, oh, you're out Farlandsing again. But Farlandsy, I guess that's a way to describe it. It's very Farlandsy. Let's get back to those discussions then, I guess. I mean, beyond just me making fun of my own random terms I come up with. I've been editing Hardcore Adventures episode 2. I've been having a bit of a busy week with tests and things, so my apologies on editing stuff. I don't think it's too big of a bother for most of you. I know Devin likes to watch Hardcore Adventures, so sorry, Devin, but I think most of you guys can put up with me having to kind of just edit them whenever I feel the need to. Although I'm trying to get Hardcore Adventures out, but it'll probably be tomorrow night. I'll get it edited and uploaded. Actually, maybe even tomorrow if it's a snow day, because the weather's pretty nasty. I might just have time tomorrow, but I gotta do all my work first, so we'll see. But I'm not gonna count on all that. I'm just assuming tomorrow will go as normal, but you know, it's snowing a lot. The weather's getting pretty nasty out where I live here. I just out in the city here where I live. So in the city. So yeah, I'm just seeing what happens. Just going day by day. That's the kind of, I guess that's how a lot of people think, is just like the short term. I mean, I do think of the long term too, but I've been slowly chipping away at that. But things might be changing in the series fairly shortly, because I am employed once again. Well, actually, I think I am, yeah. I'm pretty confident I have a new job, so that may eat up some time. I'll still try and stream this, of course. I'm not saying I'm abandoning the series, but I'm just saying it might be a little bit less frequent. I may be doing a lot more work and not just schoolwork, so yeah, just a bit of a forewarning as well for that. Because I did update you guys on my job hunting over the past few months, so I gotta figure I should probably let you guys know, since I've been informing people, informing the viewers here. But yeah, in case there's a drop off in video production, I might have to make like the episodes, like Minecraft Through Time and Hardcore Adventures, a bit more spaced out than just bi-weekly. I film like one a week, but it's like I switch series each week, but I've been getting behind on that now because school and work may impede on that too now. So I'm not gonna I'll hope, but I might just have to record the videos but get them out at my own pace, sort of deal. So yeah, just a bit of forewarning, but it's a good thing anyway. I've been meaning to get a job since the summer anyway. That was when I had my last job, was back in August, just after I started Journey to the Farlands. But that doesn't mean I can't get progress done in like the summer. It just means that I'll be a lot more busy. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get some nice openings for Journey to the Farlands, or even just stuff. Journey to the Farlands is kind of at the bottom of the list. I know I love the series, I do, but I definitely have my priorities with work and school and the server, the Java SMP, which I'll be playing this weekend. I'm probably going to be, I don't know, I'm humming and hawing about streaming it, because I've streamed the Dragon Battle so many times to nauseam. I did Newcraft 3, I did the Fellowship, I did Sarber. You know, it's just the same thing. And we did the end busting. It's the same format for an episode. I think I might just not stream it unless it gets interesting, unless like we just have a bunch of fun at like just beyond the end, because I probably will make the end like a small part of the episode in the end. Puns. But yeah. But I'll probably prioritize editing the episodes before I start recording Hardcore Adventures episode 3, because I want to get episode 2 uploaded before I even start thinking about episode 3. That's probably a good idea. I meant to do it early this week, but like I said, a chemistry test came up and just general homework, because that's how school works. But anywho, changes are ahead, but I'll try and remain at the core generally the same. There's just maybe a bit more inconsistency, which is the thing I disdain, but I will put up with because it means working. And it's some good opportunities at any rate. But I'm hoping the lag situation is solved. I mean, I keep saying it, but I can't stress it enough. It's been a problem since the beginning of the channel. So if that is fixed, then that is just, that's great. That means that the whole what was it? I don't even remember what it was. It might have been during the Farlands episode 1 or one of the early episodes where I was like, it's just, the lag is just a fact of life at this point. It's just my internet or my computer, but I mean, it may be a bit too soon to say, but yeah. I'm not seeing any dropped frames, and it was lagging a lot when the dropped frames were there. So I think I fixed it. There's zero, not even one, not but one. And Devin said it was a lot better, so I'm gonna go by his word and assume so. I guess I keep looping back around to that just because it's important to me. I think the lag it definitely hinders the quality. I'm trying to keep this, you know, I'm archiving this just like for the heck of it, but I know people do actually watch these videos, and I want to try and make it somewhat entertaining when I do a commentary, or at least when I'm doing no commentary. I want it to be smooth, so lag is a bit of a turn off for most people, I'm sure. It wasn't like severe, but it did impede on the viewing experience, which I don't like, not one bit. But we're gonna work our way out to the distant lands over here. Distant lands. We're so close to closing this million. We're so close. And it'll be the longest million I'll have ever walked in Journey to the Farlands. So we'll see if 3 to 4 journey makes up most of the trip anyway. The journey is like 99.99% of everything in this series, and that like 0.001 or whatever percent is the part where we're actually at the Farlands. Well, it'll be probably maybe a bit bigger than that, maybe like 1%. Maybe I'm being a little great, maybe being a little too greedy for the journey, but that's if I make it to the Farlands. The if returned. Oh my goodness. I haven't said if I get to the Farlands in months. Oh, we're just breaking all the cardinal rules I set out in the beginning of the series. Okay, I can't break the greatest one just yet, but I can have my fun. We'll try and keep to the schedule of 2 years. Yeah, 2 years is like the most I can do without, starting to push it a little, because a year is in August of this year. So I'm hoping I'll be at least over maybe I'm hoping a third of the way. But I'm also trying to hope that before I'll be able to at least, well, at that rate, I'll probably be like 2/3, but I'm hoping I'll be able to actually speed up the journey a fair bit next year and latter half of this year. So, I don't know, a bit of finger crossing going on, but also a little bit just like, it is what it is. Like, I know I've been like, oh, I'm not breaking records doing this, but I'm not trying to. I don't have the time to put in 5 hours a day of walking, which that would be very nice. I could get super far with that, but I don't have the time, simply put. And even when I do have the time, I'm usually doing other stuff like Java, SMP, and filming and editing. So there's a fine balance, and I've definitely struck it, but it just puts this series at a deficit for progress a little bit. But we get there when we get there. That's what I'll say. And I think a bunch of you guys agree. I haven't seen many people who are like, actually nobody has been like that, which is great. It is excellent. I love the constructive criticism though, so if you guys are like, if you guys do want to be like, pick up the pace, man, then feel free to. But not saying I will be able to, but maybe a bit of motivation, maybe a bit of lighting that fire under my butt, sort of thing, get me running. Maybe that's all I need to do. You know, break out the flint and steel, light a fire, and then maybe I'll start sprinting. No, it's not how it works. Not even in beta, especially in beta. Maybe modern Minecraft, yeah, you could sprint around, okay, but beta, I can double tap or hold buttons, hold control, I think is what some people do, hold control maybe. Some people hold a button to sprint, I like to just double press W. I think that's a bit archaic probably, but I'm an archaic style player, I mean, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, now we're walking sideways. That's no good. Losing progress already doing that. Gosh, we're going in those deficits, pushing them further. We're gonna walk like 1,000 blocks today. No, we've already gone over 1,000. Don't worry. At least we've done that. 82. Yeah, we walked like 2K today already, so booyah. Very excellent indeed. Ah, yes. In terms of stuff I've wanted to do for the video game spotlight, because I've had the idea for a while, and now I finally put it into action because I was just like, just the other day, I was just like, what if I just filmed my first impressions of the game? They weren't first impressions in the end because I ended up playing with Ashton for a while, and we got through the first little bit. Basically, what I did in the first episode, or I said the first episode, but basically what I did in the video, I'll call it, because I don't know if it'll be the first episode. I'll base those videos purely on how they're received, because I'm not really hoping on making any of them into series. Like, I'm not planning on it right now, but if people really like them, then I will. That's kind of the whole gist. So it'll be kind of an experimental part of the channel. I'm definitely going to keep with the Minecrafty stuff, but if I do end up making one of those into a series, then it'll be like a lot different. It'll be like uncut because I don't have time to edit one more series. I've got so much food on my plate already, so it'll be uncut. It'll be streamed like once a week, maybe bi-weekly, probably bi-weekly actually. But that's actually not too bad of a plan if I were to do something like that. I got plenty of games I can go through. I'll do like a video on each of the major games I play, and we'll see what happens. That's kind of how I do it. But I think even though I've been sticking to the tried and true Journey to the Farlands for 8 months, or on YouTube I guess for like half a year now, I think it's good to experiment. Even though this is kind of what people come to the channel for, it's always good to have some other stuff. I mean, the other Minecraft series are really good. So, Hardcore Adventures, like the current episodes, like the new runs of episodes, pretty darn good. And Minecraft Through Time, it will be pretty good when I get editing the rest of the episodes. There's like 6 of them, or a bunch of them I'll go through. They're not that long. but I want to edit them because they still have a bit of my COVID cough. I might keep my ill voice and COVID cough and stuff in like the videos of during the Farlands where I'm just making fun of myself being ill for an entire episode. Yeah, that was the thing. I did in the episode Sickly Sightseeing. I'm just making fun of me having COVID for the entire episode. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sick, and then I cough for like 5 minutes because I'm actually sick. Oh, but I was okay. I mean, COVID definitely hit me pretty hard in January. That was when I did Outpost 1. Was it Outpost 1? What was that episode? Outpost 2? No, it was Outpost 2. It was Uno. That's right. I keep forgetting that Uno is actually Outpost 2, even though Uno means 1. Wait, no, Uno is Outpost 1. Oh my goodness. Oh right, it's called Uno because it was in one day. Oh my goodness. See, my brain just goes places. My brain just goes all over the place. Yeah, no wonder I can't do anything but just walk and enjoy the Farlands. I mean, I could do other stuff, but commentary begins to suffer a little bit. The commentary becomes less of a discussion and more of just me being like, let's punch down a tree. Let's go kill some creepers. Let's go skulk. Oh, there's no skulk in this version. Ah. That would come much, much later, over a decade later, in fact. Very vintage Minecraft. 12 years old. It's actually 12 years now. Well, almost. Beta 1.7.3 is almost 12 years old. The earlier betas are 12 years now. I definitely didn't play Minecraft 12 years ago. Back in 2011, I was not a Minecraft player. I'm a vet. Oh, I don't know. Some of you may consider me a veteran. I played back in 2012, but not 2011. I know it's a big difference, 1 year, but Minecraft was a lot different in the beta and alpha days, but I never really was around. So technically, I don't feel nostalgia for this version, but I do love the Farlands, and I do like the versions generally, because I grew up playing versions similar to this. Xbox comes to mind specifically, and mobile, of course. Xbox and Pocket Edition are the two, and they were both very primitive back in 2012, and I got introduced to them in 2012. So that's probably why I like the primitive Minecraft, although I've never played Minecraft like this, where I'm just walking and I get diamonds and things. Diamonds! Diamonds in old versions. Yeah, I was very poor in old Minecraft, unfortunately. I was not the rich man you see now, with his 60 diamonds, fully kitted out diamond armor. Oh yeah, it's all maxed out. All maxed enchantments. No doubt, no doubt. Oh, I didn't realize the drop. Well, you know, that's what happens when you get tired. Oh, I built it on the very edge. That was smart. That was probably the better of my decisions I've made today. If it was opposite day, there we go. That's true. I gotta get back into watching Doctor Who. I'm getting back into that thing where I'm like having trouble picking something. I should just pick Doctor Who. I kind of fell out of it while I was watching SpongeBob, and then that membership to that thing expired. So I'm watching. I should probably watch Doctor Who again. I was watching Good, Zisto, and Mumbo. Three very different people. I also keep up with the modern stuff. I mean, I say that every time, but I do keep up with modern stuff like Hermitcraft and Limited Life and things, which is coming to an end soon. I gotta wrap up Final Life because that's the thing I do, although I don't stream it. I may consider streaming Origins, but I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth the time to stream. It's fun, like it's nice short bursts and things, but I don't know if people would be comfortable with me streaming it. So I'll have to figure that out when it gets closer. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of old Minecraft stuff, so I might just eliminate them for now and just go back to Doctor Who until I get far enough in that where I feel like I've watched enough. There's a lot. There's like 26 seasons, and then there's another 13. There's like 30 something, almost I guess 40. So just about 40 seasons of Doctor Who. So we'll see. We'll see how enjoyable. I mean, it's pretty good, but I don't know if I'll watch it all the way through. I'm at the second Doctor, and I've been watching for however long now. but I've taken a break too. So whatever. If I stop watching that, then I'll just watch a YouTube series or find something on Netflix or whatever, while I'm watching or doing Journey to the Farlands. Because I've noticed I just get in the habit when I do Journey to the Farlands. Now I just like to just listen to music, which is good and all. Nice to just mellow out, but I also like to be a bit more efficient too and kind of watch something or do a commentary video like I am now, where I don't really do any of that because, yeah. But, yes, very, very interesting. Another thing I've been doing recently was I've been rewatching the Pirates of the Caribbean movies because I never seen the original ones before. I've seen the newest one, I've seen the first one, but I hadn't seen the ones in between. So I watched all those. And I'm watching the last one, now the most recent one, which is interesting for sure. Definitely interesting compared to the others. It's been quite fun. Quite fun. I just bring up all those random things just because it gives me stuff to talk about. It kind of also, I guess, inspires me for Java. I was gonna say Sarber, but Sarber is pretty much it's on its deathbed because it's still open, but no one plays on it anymore. Everyone's kind of given up on it now that Java has become a thing. That's kind of the trend you'll notice with these things, is that we start a new thing and then the previous thing dies off quickly, even though Sarber technically didn't have any errors. The only real error compared to Java SMP was that it was on Bedrock. And now that Devin has Java, that kind of defeated the purpose of Sarber. So we could finally do what we wanted to do and have the Java server, because that was kind of discussion for years. And I even wanted a Java server for even longer than I knew Devin, which is like 8 years now. So it's been in the works for a long time, and I'm quite excited. I just have to cool my jets with it, because I mean, I do play it sporadically where I play a long period of time, but I'm not really in that thing where I'm like in flux with Minecraft, like, or I'm like, oh, I'll play it and then I'll take a break for 3 months and play it, and I'm not like that. I used to be, but I'm not anymore, because the channel here is basically Minecraft only, so it's become my lifeblood for everything here. And to be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way really, because it's a lot of fun. It's just going to be interesting seeing what happens after I start working and the heat gets turned up a bit more on school and all that. Well, school probably won't get that much more intense, even with exams and accommodations and things. It'll be okay. But work has got me thinking. I'll have to come up with a new plan when that rolls around, which will probably be soon, probably within the next week or two. So it's very immediate, so I'll have to come up with some kind of solution to that. Well, I guess not so much a solution, just some kind of, I guess, like I said, plan. Something to just a safeguard, some method to my madness. But I'll have to watch back this stream later and see if it's running well. It's running below 1080p. It's running like, right, it might be, no, I think it is running 1080p actually. It's running at a decent frame, or a decent resolution, but that shouldn't have been the issue. I mean, maybe, but I tweaked the settings so that it could work a bit better. It's more dynamic to the internet now, so it's not. It's not just it's not basically just limited to some everything. It's just based off the internet now. Technical mumbo jumbo. Not the YouTuber, just jibber jabber. Not the YouTuber. Well, actually, I don't know if jibber jabber is a YouTuber, but I'm sure there's someone with that username out there that I definitely was referencing you, jibber jabber, whoever you are. But yeah, jibber and jabber, because mumbo jumbo was originally mumbo and jumbo. I guess that's why he's just mumbo now. I think he's actually rebranded to mumbo, but fair enough. That's kind of the way with things now. Everything's getting simplified to like one name, like one word, that kind of thing. Like I saw recently that the streaming platform HBO Max is now just going to be called Max. I'm sure they have their reasons. Like, well, plenty of these things have reasons. Like Dunkin' Donuts becoming Dunkin'. You know, things are just getting shorter and shorter because I'm sure it's just easier to market a shorter name. Getting easier and easier because the shorter the name, the less it takes to, I don't know, the more it takes to convince, I guess the less it, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of a way about explaining it, but it's just that's kind of the way of things now is simplicity. Everything's becoming a lot more simplistic, especially logos and things, if you've noticed over the past few years, of course. I mean, JonTron's made some pretty good videos. That's, as a YouTuber, I find pretty funny. But he's made some videos simplifying logos and things, and it's been fun. It was fun. I've also just watched general things, but yeah, the whole name shortening and logo simplifying has been a thing for a little while. I mean, has for a long time. But especially recently, where everything's trying to get more and more snappy and more streamlined and all that. Everything's trying to become a well-oiled machine. But yeah. Just writing down the episode title. I can be transparent about things. I come up with episode titles during the episode most of the time. I remember in the beginning, I used to come up with the episode titles like right when I was filming them or right before I filmed them. So I'd be like, okay, what's the episode going to be called? Okay, we're walking. Episode 1, we're walking somewhere, walking to Oblivion. Okay, that's pretty good. And that was what was so funny about it, was that I came up with the names on demand. Although sometimes I did change them, like episode 2, The Many Quirks of Beta. I think that was episode 2. I think it was originally called Various Greens, and I even referenced that in the episode. So if you do watch that, I wouldn't recommend it. It's laggy. It's old. It's old me. Before I changed, I didn't change all that much. I'll be honest. I'm still pretty lax. A lot like that version, that version of myself. But yeah, I do reference Various Greens, which is what I initially called it, and I made an effort to try and reference it in the episode. But now, like when I say it, it's just the thing. It's just the thing. And then for no commentary videos, I just name them based off whatever I feel is relevant at the time. Like when I did Conundrum of Esoterica, which is one of the more recent ones I did. It's a reference to Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, if you haven't gotten that. There's a majority of mine are references to something, whether it's common sayings, literature, film, like everything, music. So there's a lot of references built into things. I love my references with titles. It's how I communicate these episodes out. Or just, I mean, also a good chunk of the time I'm just calling it something funny I said in the episode. Like this one's gonna be a well-oiled machine, I think. Or maybe just a well-oiled machine. Maybe. I'm trying to think of how to make it a bit more snappy. gotta simplify things. Journey to the Farlands? Nope, not cutting it anymore. I don't even know how to simplify the name. Farland Journey. There you go. No, I'm kidding. One minor thing I did, if those of you particular people out there will notice, if you look at my playlist, I've changed the title of the series. Oh my goodness. But it's still Journey to the Farlands, but the T in the has been lowercased to fit titleness, and episodes now are going to not feature lowercase. I know this one's a bad example, at least for the live stream title. It's a bit of a bad example, but I think it probably makes more sense to have the episode titles be all capitalized, like a title. instead of it just being, you know, I mean, pretty casual, symbolic of myself, but it also looks a bit nicer to have that charm. Oh, I gotta wrap up the episode. We'll do one more day. I didn't realize how late it was. Minecraft Legends ate up a bunch of time trying to figure that out. So yeah, I might edit it a little bit. I'm not gonna go through it like, entirely. I'm just gonna edit out some of the technical bits, so that's a bit shorter and a bit more watchable. I guess that's the whole point of editing, making episodes watchable. Not much I really can do about the older episodes, I'm afraid. Like the older during the Farlands where it's lagging and I have awkward silences. I mean, awkward silences I could fix, but the lagging, you can't really fix lag. You have to just edit it out. But I'm not doing that because it takes away from the experience of Journey of the Farlands where you can just watch every second. Well, not absolutely every second, but you can watch like a majority, like pretty much like 90 whatever percent. Going back to that idea of having percentage, like, oh yeah, it's like 99%. Except it's probably not, but you know, whatever. Out of the journey, it's gonna be a fair bit that you'll be able to watch because I started streaming this completely like full on after about 1.5 million. We started at 1.5 million, and now we're at 2.9, almost 3. So there you go. I'm hoping we'll be able to actually get somewhere. Wink, wink, before wink, wink, walk, please. I need to get these Farlands for content before I go to university. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, I do want to get to the Farlands, but I'm not gonna rush it, as I've made abundantly clear multiple times throughout the series and also in this episode. Very coincidentally, very curious. But anyway, yeah, I'm already. Yeah, the tiredness has started to hit me now after a long week of 3 school days, because I had a snow day on Monday as well. I used that day to film a 5-hour Journey to the Farlands episode. That was also a commentary episode, so we're really just pumping out commentary. I said I would take a break, but I didn't. I have not. I've not taken a break, but I just enjoy commentary so much. It's a lot of fun. As much as I'm like, it's annoying, it's monotonous, it's all this stuff. It's fun. It's fun. Bottom line, the TLDR. If you don't want to listen to all my jibber jabber, there you go. There you go. You can stop watching now. But yeah, I'm definitely a bit more chipper today. Well, I'm usually pretty good, but I'm usually pretty mellow. You'll find. And this episode, I'm a little bit more jumpy, a little bit more, not jumpy, but a little bit more, you know, like I said, chipper. I'm just more chatty, which is nice. Always nice to get an episode where I'm like excited to talk about things, and I'm honest, and I like to say a lot of different things and talk about a bit. I like transparency. You know, the whole job thing. Me getting a job is gonna change things for sure, and the whole issues with editing and all that. No, that's just how it works. It was definitely easier when I didn't edit, but it's also way nicer to watch the episodes when they're edited down. So it's like a bit of a trade-off. Bit of a trade-off. Look at these trees. Herobrine's been here. Dun dun dun. Herobrine, not the lava. Don't look at the lava. It's already too late. I know you already looked at the lava, but just pretend you didn't see it. Pretend it was Herobrine. Just it'll matter in the future, maybe. Kinda depends. Maybe if I do decide to hunt down Herobrine, maybe that'll be a good Halloween special. Hunting down Herobrine. Because I need to hunt this guy. He keeps burning my trees. It definitely wasn't me earlier as well. I definitely didn't use a flint and steel back in Chaos Theory. I don't know what you're talking about. Absolutely not. I did not, will not, and cannot believe that. could not either. Could not definitely. Definitely does apply as well. I mean, you can definitely tell I'm sort of around the end of the tether because I'm just starting to speak gibberish. There's your telling sign. There's some transparency for you. Take that! Actually, that might have caused a bit of interference with me moving my head so suddenly, but oh well. Oh well. At least it should be lag free. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just gonna say it a few more times. Get that in your, draw that in your skulls so that maybe you'll comment. Maybe you'll comment suggesting some things. I'd love game suggestions. Well, I got put up quite the list, but you know, I've got things on my list like Sims, like maybe some of the earlier Sims games, or maybe even Sims 4. We'll see. But I'd probably start with like 1 or 2, or maybe yeah, probably 2. Sims 2, Universe Sim, Sim City, like Sim City 4, like classic. Even though I'm not like the best at that game. Factorio, Terraria, got a lot of different things on the kind of whole list here, and Satisfactory. Not saying I'm good at literally any of these. I'm just saying that I play them, that I casually enjoy some good old gaming. Well, it's not. It's a bit above casual. It's not like Die Hard because I don't have like a set commitment other than this Minecraft. So I guess you could call me the pro of Farlandsing, or a pro. But there's also many other people, or a good handful, who have also done the journey, so I'm not the first. I'm more of the Christopher Columbus, where I can claim to be with, people who clearly have done it before. Not to riff on Christopher Columbus or anything, wink wink. I'm definitely doing that wink wink. But without ruffling too many feathers, I'll keep out of that. I'll keep my gaze, avert my gaze away. I think what I want to do tomorrow, if it is a snow day, I mean, I'll do my work first, so that'll be like the first few hours of the day, but like, basically the afternoon, like late morning, early to late afternoon, like the entire day on Friday, I'm just, if it is a snow day, I may have time to edit. I'll probably prioritize editing. And then I might play a bit of Terraria or Minecraft. I could film Hardcore Adventures tomorrow if I get the editing done, maybe. Because there's Final Life on Saturday, maybe. There's also going out Saturday for a visit with some family friends. So yeah, that may also hinder my video recording. I might be able to do it Saturday as well. Maybe Sunday. I'd probably do it Saturday and then edit it Sunday. Have it out Monday. So basically the plan is to just mass upload a bunch of edited videos this weekend. That's kind of the idea. And if tomorrow's a snow day, then I will also try and do it maybe for tomorrow. But I probably won't film it tomorrow. Mostly. If I get really bored, I might. It's probably going to be Journey to the Farlands, Terraria, something in that ballpark. Something in that general idea. To that effect. But that's kind of the main gist of everything. That's the whole kit and caboodle laid out. All the art, all the kind of plans and things have been revealed. All the forks in the road, which basically right now is just work and school. When school becomes an issue, that'll become more prevalent later, like a year and a half from now. So we'll see where we get in Journey to the Farlands. I mean, I've reiterated this many times, but I'm a broken record. Come on, I can just repeat myself over and over again. And I don't really know what people watch, so this could be the first time some people hearing this. So maybe I should repeat myself every once in a while. I think that's kind of what I came to for a conclusion anyway, because it's always nice. But anyway, I should probably stop flapping my gums and actually get off to lullaby land here. hit the hay. I'm trying to figure out other euphemisms for going to bed. Euphemisms. Other ways to say it. Going to bed, hitting the hay, the finny, shutting the eyes. Shutting the eyes. That is in fact what I may do in like a little bit time. But anywho, what an episode. Oh, wandering off the precipice here. Anywho, though, that's gonna wrap it up for the episode. Hopefully, this will be the first or this will be the, or I guess last episode of Journey of the Farlands should be the last episode to contain lag. Maybe. I'm not gonna promise that, but take my word on it. Why don't you? No, don't. Please don't. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching the episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Alrighty.